Sangam Tutorials SP-Gubbi online classes for NCERT and Cbse 10th standard for mathematics and science. So in the previous session we had discussed very important 4 application problems on quadratic equations. So in today's class, also in this session, we are going to discuss 4 most important application problems on quadratic equations. Right? I hope you are enjoying the concept here. So most of the students are sending me the answer solutions for the application problems. It is mind-blowing, superb work you are doing. Please keep up this fantastic work. You are on the right track. We do not know when the schools are going to start. So until that, maybe in the month of October, November, or it may be any time. So until that, be getting prepared for the SSLC examinations. Don't waste your time. And in tomorrow's session, I am going to introduce a new teacher for Hindi. So she will be handling Hindi for 10th standard classes. So maybe in tomorrow's session, along with mathematics, you will be coming across Hindi class also. Right? Okay. With this, we will enter into today's session. So listen very carefully. It is highly logical based questions. So most of the students, when I ask them after finishing their SSLC, which part of mathematics you enjoyed a lot. So when this is my question, they answer me, sir, in regarding quadratic equations, the statement problems we enjoyed a lot because it is highly logically based. Once you understand, if you understand, you start enjoying the concept. So whether they give it for the exam or they do not give it for the exam, it's none of our business. It is this age, this time to learn this concept very beautifully. So that let this be our aim. Okay. So on the board I have a very important problem for you. It's a challenge. I won't like to call actually problems. They are nothing but small challenges. Right. So difference of squares of 2 numbers is 180. Difference, subtraction, squares of 2 numbers. So he has particularly mentioned 2 numbers. So therefore we will consider 2 numbers. One is let it be x, another number be y. But at the same time, as he has mentioned 2 numbers, one number should be greater than the second number. Then only we can say that there are 2 numbers. If they are same numbers, we cannot call them as 2 numbers. We have same 2 numbers. In that sense, the question would have come. But same, the word is not mentioned here. So therefore, difference of squares of 2 numbers he has mentioned. So therefore, let us consider one of the number as x, which is greater, and let us consider another number as y, which is lesser than x. Right? So let the 2 numbers be. Let us guess this. So let the 2 numbers be x and y. So where x is greater than y. I hope you understood the logic here. So x is greater than y. Now, difference of squares of 2 numbers is 180. So difference of squares of 2 numbers. Just it is not the difference of numbers. It is the difference of squares of 2 numbers. So we have to square x. We have to square this y and take the difference. Then it will be equal to 180. So difference of numbers is, or difference of squares of numbers is 180. So this can be written as x square minus y square is equal to 180. It's a very important result. So difference of squares of 2 numbers is 180. So if you take y square minus x square, this will become minus 180. Please don't do it because we have already mentioned here that is x is greater than y. Okay. So x square minus y square is 180. Let us go further. The square of the smaller number. So which is the smaller number here? As x is greater than y, y is the smaller number. So the square of the smaller number is 8 times the larger number. Right. Let us write this. Square of smaller number is 8 times the bigger number. Okay, no problem. So square of smaller number is y. Square of smaller number is y square is equal to 8 times the bigger number, that is 8 times the bigger number, that is x. So therefore y square is equal to 8x, right? So we have two results here. So instead of this y square, can we substitute 8x or not? Because y square is 8x. So here in this equation, instead of y square, can we substitute 8x, or we cannot substitute that? We can do it, right? So take it as equation 1, take this as equation 2. So substitute equation 2 in equation 1. Let us substitute that. So let's see what it becomes. X square minus, instead of y square, I am going to substitute 8x. 8x is equal to 180. So 180. So x square minus 8x minus 180 is equal to 0. This is the required quadratic equation. So further, what is to be done? You know it. So please solve this by the method of factorization. Find out the value of x. You will get the value of x once you do it. Then using that, find the value of y using this. That is y square is equal to 8x. You should go by the factorization method. So this is for 3 marks. Right. Okay, exercise 10.3, fifth problem. In a class test, the sum of Shefali's marks. Shefali is a character. In a class test, the sum of Shefali's marks in mathematics and English is 30. Right? I hope you are getting this. In a class test, sum of Shefali's marks in mathematics and English. So this is maths and this is English. So when you add the marks scored by Shefali, that is when you add the marks scored in maths plus English, that is equal to 30. Okay, maths plus English is 30. Had she got 2 more marks in mathematics and 3 marks less in English, the product of their marks would have been 210. On the similar area, we had solved one particular problem on age, Rehman's age. I hope you remember that. So same similar problem it is. So this is how you have to match with the other problem and the concept. So in the class test, sum of Shefali's marks in maths and English is 30. Okay. So including maths plus English, the marks is 30. So here we cannot guess both the terms because it becomes a variable in that is an equation in 2 variables. So therefore let us guess any one of that. So let the marks scored in maths be x. If I consider this, then the marks scored in English will be 30 minus maths marks. 30 marks, that is total marks, minus maths marks will be equal to the marks scored in English. That is 30 minus x. So the marks scored in English will be 30 minus x. Now let us present this in the form of statement. So let the marks scored in maths be x. Then the marks scored in English will be, right, 30 minus x, exactly. So it will be 30 minus x. Next, had she got, this is not reality, had she got 2 marks more in mathematics. So now the present marks of Shefali in mathematics is x and the present marks of Shefali in English is 30 minus x. So had she got 2 more marks in mathematics, so 2 more marks in maths, 2 more marks in maths will be x plus 2, that is in maths, and 3 marks less in English. So 3 marks less in English will be, that is 30 minus x minus 3. So this becomes 30 minus 3 is 27 minus x. So this is the marks. Now, had she got 2 marks more in mathematics, and 3 marks less in English, the product of their marks, these are the 2 marks, the product of their marks would have been 210. So if you multiply this by this, the product of the marks would have been 210. So that is the condition. So according to given condition, x plus 2, that is 2 more marks in maths, into 3 marks less in English is equal to 210. So x into 27 is 27x, x into minus x is minus x square, plus 2 into 27 is plus 54, plus 2 into minus x is minus 2x is equal to 210. Minus x square, we write this, plus 27x minus 2x is plus 25x plus 54 minus, when it comes to the LHS, it becomes minus 210 is equal to 0. So minus x square plus 25x, 210 minus 54, in the sense out of 210 we have to subtract 54, it is 10, 10 minus 4 is 6, this is 10 minus 5 is 5 and 156. So it is minus 156 is equal to 0. So here you can take minus 1 as common. So if you take minus 1 as common here, so it becomes x square minus 25x plus 156 is equal to 0. So therefore x square minus 25x plus 156 is equal to, as this minus 1 goes to the denominator of 0, it is going to become 0. So 0 by any number is 0, and this is the required quadratic equation. So you have to continue from here, right? So this is very important. Please practice this. Okay, let us get into the third problem. Very important. Sum of areas of 2 squares is 468 square meter. Sum of areas of 2 squares. So let us consider this as one of the square, and let us consider this as another square. So we have 2 squares here, and the sum of the areas of 2 squares is equal to 468 square meters. So this is the first condition, 468 square meter. Now, if the difference of their perimeters is 24 meters, so here perimeter of this and perimeter of this, that is difference. The difference of this perimeter from this is 24 meters. So let this be, side of the square be x, x and x. So this will be y, y, y and y. Okay. So now find the sides of the 2 squares. That's the question here, the 11th question. Alright. Now the sum of the squares of 2 squares is, so let us guess the side of one square and let us guess the side of another square. So let us get into the solution. So let the sides of 2 squares, be x and y. X and y. Now the sum of the areas of 2 squares is 468 square meters, so that becomes x square plus y square, that is x into x is the area of this square, y into y is the area of this square. So therefore x square plus y square is 468 square meters. Alright, so 468. Okay, so this is, let us take it as equation 1. Now the difference of their perimeters is 24 meters. So here perimeter of the first square, first square is 4x, that is x plus x plus x plus x, that is 4x, and perimeter of second square is 4y. So now difference between the perimeters is 24. So that therefore 4x minus 4y is equal to 24. So if you take out common as 4, you get x minus y is equal to 24. So x minus y is equal to 24 by 4. 4 ones are 4 6 are. So x minus y is equal to 6. Therefore x is equal to 6 minus y get transposed here, it becomes y. So x is equal to 6 plus y. So now take it as equation 2. So now we will substitute the value of x, that is 6 plus y, in equation 1. So substitute equation 2 in equation 1. Right. So this is x square plus y square is 468. So x square plus y square is equal to 468. So instead of x, we can substitute x plus y. So we have x square here. So it becomes 6 plus y whole square plus y square is equal to 468. So it is in the form of a plus b whole square, that is 6 square plus y square plus 2 into 6 into y plus y square is equal to 468. Okay, 6 square is 36 plus y square plus 2 into 6 into y is 12y plus y square is equal to 468. Now 1y square plus 1y square is 2y square and plus 12y we have here. So plus 12y, we will add the constants, 36 plus 12. So 36 plus 12 is 46 plus a 2, that is 48, plus 48 is equal to, that is 468. 468. Now we will take 2 as common here. So if you take 2 as common, we are left with y square plus 6y plus 24 is equal to 148. So y square plus 6y plus 24 is equal to 148 divided by this 2, that is this 2. So y square plus 6y plus 24 is equal to 7s are to 4s it goes, that is 74. So y square plus 6y plus 24 minus 74 is equal to 0. So y square plus 6y plus 24 minus 74. So it is minus, so 4 minus 4 is 0, 7 minus 2 is 5, that is 50 is equal to 0. So we are left over with the required quadratic equation. So you have to solve this by the sum and product method. Right? So this will be for 3 marks. It was once asked in the Karnataka state syllabus final examinations. Right? Very important. Right, so now we will get into the most important 4-mark question. Very important, very important. You are highly logically based. You have to listen very carefully. So most of the students fail at this particular point of understanding. So please concentrate. So ask me questions wherever you want again, so that I can convince you. Right. A train travels 8th problem, that is exercise 10.3, 8th problem. A train travels 360 kilometers at a uniform speed. Okay, let us take this as point A and take this as point B. So this distance is a distance of 360 kilometers. Right. A train travels from A to B, covering a distance of 360 kilometers. Now, at a uniform speed. What is the speed of the train? It is a uniform speed. So in physics, actually uniform speed exists, but in reality uniform speed doesn't exist. There will be little bit changes. So non-uniform speed, usually we travel at non-uniform speeds. So if a body covers equal distances in equal intervals of time, then the body is said to be called at uniform speed. Okay, a train travels 360 kilometers at a uniform speed. Done. Distance is given. Now if the speed had been 3 km per hour more, so the train is traveling from A to B at some usual speed. Every day it is traveling at some usual speed. So let that speed be x km per hour speed. Usually the train is traveling at a normal usual speed, that is x km per hour speed, covering a distance of 360 kilometers. So let the speed of the train, which is starting from A, let this be x kilometer per hour. So every day the train is going at x kilometer per hour speed, covering a distance of 360 kilometers. Now if the speed of the train has been 5 km per hour more, that's very important, that is speed is increased, but the distance remain the same. You have to remember this, the speed is increased. So if speed is increased for the same distance, then the time decreases. Very important, very important, time decreases, right? So it would have taken 1 hour less for the same journey. That's what he is telling. So if the train would have gone 5 km per hour more speed than the usual speed, then it would have covered the distance from A to B of 360 kilometers by taking the time 1 hour less than the usual time. Right? So if this is the condition, find the speed of the train. That's very important problem, right? Okay. So now let us imagine the train is traveling at a speed of x km per hour, traveling a distance of 360 kilometers. At the first step, we will find out the time taken by the train to cover a distance of 360 kilometers at a speed of x km per hour. We will calculate that time. Okay. So let the speed of train be x kilometer per hour. So distance covered is 360 kilometers. Distance covered is 360 kilometers. Now we will calculate the time. So time taken is equal to, that is the time taken by the train traveling at a distance of at a speed of x kilometer per hour and covering a distance of 360 kilometers. We will calculate the time. So here we have to use a little bit of physics. So speed is equal to distance by time. So this is by cross multiplication. Time into speed, sp into t is equal to d. So we need time here. So t is equal to d by sp, that is distance by speed. So if you divide distance by speed, you are going to get the time. So we will do the same thing here. So time taken is, you have to divide distance by speed. Distance is 360 kilometers by time, that is speed is x kilometer per hour. So this is time. It is some hours. We do not know what is that hours. 360 by x is some hours. It's time. Okay. Now the speed of the train is increased by 5 km per hour. Since the speed is increased by 5 km per hour, distance remains the same, then the time taken by the train to go from A to B, the time will be reduced or increased. What happens? Is that reduced or increased? The time reduces because the speed is increased. So now the train is traveling at a distance, a speed of x plus 5 km per hour, covering the same distance. Now the time taken by the train traveling at 5 km per hour speed, that is x plus 5 km per hour speed, covering a distance of 360 kilometers, we will calculate the time now. What is the time taken by the train? We will calculate the time. Okay, speed is increased. Speed is increased by 5 km per hour. That is, earlier it was traveling at x km per hour. Now it is increased by 5 km per hour. So that becomes x plus 5 km per hour. But the distance remains the same. So therefore, time taken is equal to, it is time taken formula is here, distance by speed. So distance is the same thing, it remains the same, that is 360 by speed is now x plus 5. So at this moment, when you get two variables like this, we have to stop and we have to analyze certain things. Very important. Now, 360 by x is some hours and 360 by x plus y is also some hours. But here, as the x value is more, therefore this value is, x value is more, that is, it's just traveling at x km per hour. For example, it is going at 60 km per hour. So 360 divided by 60 will give you a value. 360 divided by 60 will give you a certain value. So now, here the speed is high, that is the speed is less, that is x km per hour, speed is less. As the speed is less, right, the value of this fraction increases. Remember this, the value of the fraction increases. So therefore, the value of the fraction is nothing but time, so therefore time increases. So when compared to here, x plus 5 is the speed increased, so the denominator value has increased. As the denominator value increases, the value of the fraction decreases, that is time decreases. So then, in this time which is less and this time which is more, the difference between the two timings is 1 hour, because this is the usual time taken by the train. This is the time taken by the train when the speed is x plus 5 km per hour. So this train reaches the destination B 1 hour less than this. For example, just imagine two trains starting from point A. One is traveling at x km per hour, another train is traveling at x plus 5 km per hour. So does both the trains reach the point B at the same time? No, because its speed is more, its speed is less. So this train whose speed is more reaches point B, then after 1 hour this train reaches this point. So difference between the timings is 1 hour, right? So difference in time is 1 hour. So therefore, which is the bigger time? This is the bigger time. Larger time 360 by x minus, this is the lesser time, that is 360 by x plus 5. The difference in timings should be equal to 1 hour. So that is equal to 1. So now we are with a mathematical equation. We have to solve this to reach the required quadratic equation. I hope you understood the concept. Right. So let us get into this. 360 by x minus 360 by x plus 5 is equal to 1. Take LCM for x and x plus 5. So it becomes x into x plus 5. 360 by x into this, x and x cancels. So 360 into x plus 5 minus 360 by x plus 5 into this, x plus 5 cancels. So I left with 360x is equal to 1. Okay. 360 into x is 360x plus 360 into 5. 5 zeros are 0, 5 6 are 30, 5 3s are 15, 16, 17, 18, 1800. Okay. Minus 360x by x into x plus 5 is equal to 1 by 1. Okay. Minus 360x plus 360x cancels. So left over with 1800 by x into x square plus x into 5 is 5x is equal to 1 by 1. So let us go with cross multiplication. So x square plus 5x into 1 is x square plus 5x is equal to 1800 into 1 is 1800. So x square plus 5x minus 1800 is equal to 0. So this is the required quadratic equation. Please continue from here to reach to the required result. So you are going to get the value of x. So x is nothing but the usual speed of the train. So the speed of the train is, answer what you have got, kilometer per hour. That is how you have to conclude, right? So I hope you enjoyed the entire problem. So these type of problems are going to come in your examinations for 4 marks. So still more 4 problems are there. So I am going to cover in which I am going to cover in tomorrow's session. All the problems what I am going to do in tomorrow's session are very important. So please practice the problems. Don't ignore. Be with the teacher, right? Stay home, stay safe, and keep learning. Thank you.